1,000 meters T54 category, and we see the 27-year-old world champion in this event in 2013, Tatyana McFadden, gold medalist here in the 400 meters and also the 1,500 meters competing. Also a silver medalist in the 100 meters. So it is 12.5 laps as we see Aline ROCH from Brazil being introduced, the 25-year-old, as a PB just over the 12-minute mark. And over to Manuela SCHAER from Switzerland. 3 Paralympic medals to her name, marathon winner back in 2013 at the World Championships. Tatyana McFadden being introduced now. So 14 in total go in these 2 rounds of the women's 5,000 meters. 6 automatically go through. So first, second, and third. Then the next best 4. So we're eliminating 4. And away they go. So we have 12.5 laps. Big cheer from the crowd as Aline ROCH gets underway out wide on the track and is going to ease out of the early speed battle as they come into the straight, into the blazing sun in the early stages. And just like her shorter races, McFadden has blazed off into the lead. From in second place, we see from Australia, Christie DAWES, the 36-year-old from Newcastle in New South Wales. And then in third is BROEK from Netherlands. And then right behind her in her slipstream is SCHAER from Switzerland, and then Margriet from China as they race in single file down the back and complete a lap. And at this stage, ROCH is last and trailing Jade Jones of Great Britain. So that's the order. And McFadden just comes back to the field after completing a lap. From in second place, DAWES, and then in third is BROEK from Netherlands, coming to the home corner on the second occasion. And at this stage, all of the athletes looking comfortable into the home running. Remembering the first 3 go through in each heat. The next 4 fastest advance are eliminating 4 effectively, as McFadden now needs some assistance. And driving through is DAWES to take it up from BROEK. And then it is SCHAER from Switzerland in third, and McFadden's going to ease back towards the end of the field as the Brazilian now passes her.
Yeah, McFadden's work is done for the time being. 12.5 laps of the track. Christie DAWES taking it out front straight away. Gold in the 4x1 and the 4x4 back in the 1998 World Championships in Birmingham. Those the global goals to her name, but bronze in this 5,000 meters in 2012 in London, where the title was taken by Edith Wolf of Switzerland, who's now retired. McFadden with those 2 golds here so far, the 400 and the 1,500 last night, leading the America 1-2-3. Silver in the first as well. Margriet van den Broek taking it up, who so far has finished 8th in the 100 meters here, going out in the semi-finals of the 4 and the 15. Another World Championships, very effective. Bronze in the 4 and the 8. And at the previous Europeans, silver in the 100 meters, that in Swansea, but they didn't compete in this year's European Championships in Grosseto. Manuela SCHAER in second place, yet to get a medal here at these Paralympic Games, but she's come close. 4th in the 15, blocked out by the Americans last night. 5th in the 400 meters. Third place for China is Margriet. Not a lot of energy being expended so far. Van den Broek's done a job with the front. It's like the Tour de France peloton. Little ride at the top and then you make way. So Van den Broek has done her bit for now. SCHAER takes it up with second place Margriet of China. In her first major championship, she's done quite well. 6th in the 400 meters, 7th in the 15. McFadden now beginning to move up a little bit on the outside. And at the back of affairs is Christie DAWES of Australia, but no alarm for anybody yet, and we've got 9 laps to go.
So the leader, it's SCHAER, from Ma, then Jones, Rocker, McFadden, Vanderbroek, Dawes. Heading to the back section and just trying to accelerate a little in this next lap is SCHAER. Out clear from Ma in second place. And then Jones, who's had a pretty comfortable trip at the moment, in third place. Jade Jones with a personal best of 11:16.02. We haven't seen the likes of that from her this season. She's about 3 seconds what we've seen in the last 12 months or so. And then it's Rocker, who's tucked away, fourth on the inside. As at this stage now, SCHAER wanting a rest at the head of affairs, and Dawes wants to track up into it, but has got into the wrong slipstream there because SCHAER's looking to decelerate for the time being. So as they go past the judge, and there is 8 laps to go. The judge, and there is 8 laps to go. It is Ma the leader from Jones, who's tracked into it nicely. ROCH gets to third on the inside. Tactically, by on the outside SCHAER, who's dragged her back to second last place, equals second last place. And watching all of that unfold was McFadden, who just eased into fourth position, and Vanderbroek goes back to the end of the field. So Ma leads, but is looking for a bit of a rest. Jones is going to track her, though, and won't let her. And now, as a result, getting right up along the inside is McFadden. So she's going to take it up and now surge. So just like she did at the start, at the same part of the track, she's going to race away. And it's McFadden in front by about 20 metres all of a sudden. And she's going to try and break them up. Now, she's going to try and catch them napping here and sustain a bit of a margin. As they come down the straight, it's McFadden leading. Now, in this main group, it is in second place SCHAER, then Dawes, Ma, Vanderbroek, Jones on the outside of ROCH, and there's 7 laps to go.
Margriet and Jade Jones had just made way, and they were expecting Aline ROCH to take it up from there, but it's the first major championship. They go from Sao Paulo, and McFadden just behind her, tucked on the inside, and said, well, fine, if you don't want to go, I definitely will. It's the top 3 who go through, and McFadden definitely has broken the rest of the field here. The lead is around 75, 80 metres. So it's a real battle for the other 2 qualifying spots. There's still 7 laps to go the next time McFadden goes round. Well, it's going to be 6, actually. So I think she's going to slow down a bit. She's expecting them to accelerate a little bit and to have a bit more fatigue. 34 Celsius at the moment. She passes the temperature gauge. McFadden holding up the strong advantage, and I think she's happy enough to keep things as they are. 6 laps to go for her, a 54.6 second lap, and the rest are way back. McFadden comfortably out on her own, and she may well choose to stay there. The rest now with 6 to go. Vanderbroek in ahead of Aline ROCH. Jade Jones back in 4th place. SCHAER in 5th, 6th for Australia. That's Christie Dawes, and right at the back of the field then is trying to make things work for her, Jing. It's her first major championship as well. And McFadden's decided to push on a bit further, make a bit of a time trial of it. Now they're really jostling into position. The cheers for Aline ROCH as she moves up into second place for Brazil. But remember, it's the first 3 who go through, and the next 4 fastest overall. McFadden freewheeling not very much, actually, but she has slowed down slightly, and the gap now is even greater. 56-second lap, we've got 5 to go.
So it'll be interesting to see what time she can clock here. She's about 10 seconds off the pace this season from the best she's produced in her lifetime. Now, SCHAER has been able to get up on the inside for Switzerland again. Dawes has tracked her through to 3rd. But at this stage, we're concentrating on McFadden, who is out on her own. And with this big advantage now, she would lead by about 80 metres. And there is the rest of the field down the back straight. So at the moment, it's SCHAER trying to steal a march now over Dawes, and is doing so. So now she is breaking up the main part of the group. So as we watch McFadden come down the straight, she comes down the straight solo. You'll see in the background the rest of the field shortly. But McFadden goes over the line with 4 laps to go. Now, SCHAER is out on her own now in second position, and she would lead that group by about 10 or 15 metres, importantly, from Ma, and then a gap to Dawes, Jones, ROCH and Vanderbroek. So the main group has been broken up. There you see it. That was now passing the screen, Dawes, with also Jones, ROCH and Vanderbroek now in camera shot. But down the back section, and McFadden out on her lonesome, and has the ability at the end of this race now to switch off if she really wants to, because she's at the head of affairs. And there's SCHAER just letting the others do some work. She comes back to that main group, and they're going to try and develop that into a sprint to the line, remembering the first three automatically qualify. SCHAER, Ma, DAWES, Jones, Rocha and Van der Broek now in single file in that second group, chasing McFadden with 3 laps to go.
Yeah, McFadden's lead has been drawn in slightly. A couple of laps ago, she was a clear 100 meters ahead, but now it's down to 80. SCHAER in second place. Now it's Jing in third. Then a bit of a gap as the rest come through, is in fourth. Leading that pack of 4 at the back is Christie DAWES. And right at the back of affairs is Margriet van den Broek of the Netherlands. But McFadden really chose the right time to go. Accelerated massively. The rest didn't really want to go with it. And this is where she stakes the claim and says, well, if you want to beat me, you'll have to work very hard, because I can do this even in a semi-final. Can you? And there's been no real willingness for the rest to go with it. You'll see SCHAER coming into shot very soon. There's been a real break right at the head of affairs behind McFadden. SCHAER in second, Ma in third. It's around 60 meters. You'll see now this is SCHAER coming through in second place. Around 50 meters clear of Ma in third. McFadden in turn is another 50, 60 meters ahead of SCHAER in second place. And now the rest really are struggling. It's Jones, DAWES, Rocha and Van den Broek are well behind, and it's hard to see how they're going to be able to find in the final 800 meters the additional 50 to catch up with Ma, unless she really has a problem. And McFadden, a massive point to prove to the rest of this field and to those in the second semi-final coming up, just about in what form she feels in this 5,000 meters in Rio. She looks uncatchable and unbeatable in this semi-final. And in the final 2, as McFadden takes the bell, SCHAER well back in second place, Manning well back in third, but the rest are a long, long way back.
We know McFadden's capable of finishing just over the 11-minute mark. It's not going to be like that here, but it's a terrific pipe opener for her, and leads by about 50 meters. And to her credit, SCHAER has been able to whittle that margin down slightly, and then a similar gap to Ma from China. And then the race for fourth is between the other 4. And that is led by Jones from DAWES, Rocha, Van der Broek. But coming around the turn, Paralympic record is 11:59.51 to our reckoning here. And let's see, McFadden, she's going to give it a nudge. She's going to annihilate it. What a terrific statement she makes here. 11:47.38 beats the Paralympic record by 12 seconds that was set by Wakako Yoshida in Athens. Now coming through in second is Jade, who just was outside the old world record mark, and Ma's going to come through, so they automatically qualify. McFadden, SCHAER and Ma. Now the race for fourth. DAWES being challenged by Rocha late. DAWES from Australia fourth, Rocha Brazil fifth, Van der Broek Netherlands sixth, and it was Jones Great Britain in 7th place, but goes in as one of the favourites in the final. Paralympic record, Tatyana McFadden.
It wasn't very tight, was it? Tatyana McFadden shooting away with a couple of laps gone, about 5 laps of the 12.5. And from there, it was very much a time trial for the great American. Already here with her 2 gold medals, 5 Paralympic golds overall. And the Paralympic record, she took 12 seconds of it. It was 12 years old, set in Athens. And McFadden from there, well, it could have been the case of her going for a lap, then easing up, letting the rest catch up, them being broken women. But instead, McFadden broke away, and the rest were just well behind. It was a huge winning margin in the end in this semi-final, and that was designed to make the rest tremble. A 13-second winning margin. Jing will go through as well. It is the next 4 after the top 3 will go through as fast as losers, and Christie DAWES at the moment is in that pole position. But Tatyana McFadden, an astonishing performance. But it's just a case, really, of her flexing her muscles in this semi-final. The rest have a lot to fear, and she, of course, is the one to beat. Paralympic record, so Wakako Chichida, she had a good run of a dozen years. But McFadden is the new Paralympic record holder. 11:47.37. SCHAER and Ma Jing are also through. And